let's be honest, black girls are not really there at the top. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is not a rant, it's not a racist video, not saying black people are better than white people, but it's just simply telling you my experiences of being a black girl and how it's affected me. I can lie to you and say I didn't care what other people thought about me, I didn't care the opinions of what black girls were. I was a black girl and I liked it and I flaunted it. I could lie. Unfortunately, your girl was affected, and I'm just gonna go through different things. Hopefully can give you my advice, and let's get on with the video. Two things that kind of really did cause an effect on me: secondary school, the Eastern mindset. Just give you a brief history of who I am. I'm Lisa Kangoya. I am Malawian. I was born in Malawi and I came to the UK when I was 5 years old. Education wise, I started from here from year 1 to where I am now. Being black wasn't really an issue to me until I reached secondary school. Primary school, it started to fizzle out a bit. I started to look at my hair. I remember someone called me the N-word in primary school. It was the first time someone called me the N-word, and I was like, what does that word mean? And I told my dad, and my dad was like, it's because you're black. Primary school wasn't really an issue, but I started to become insecure. Secondary school now, they didn't hold back. People didn't hold back. And I think if you were born in my generation, or you're kind of similar age as me, and I think it might be apparent now, in my year, being in year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, black girls weren't it where I was from. So I'm from Hounslow, but I went to a school, Twickenham area, so there weren't really a lot of black girls in my school. It was at least 4 girls in my year. As sad as it is, and as sad as saying it now, black girls weren't it in secondary school, so I wasn't considered to be it. Like, I wasn't considered to be like, rah, like, yeah, that's Lisa. And when you're in school, like, you want all the guys to be attracted to you, or feel like you're that type of girl. Mean Girls told you that you could be like that, so I wanted to be like that. So the ratio of black girls were 4 compared to all the other girls in my year who were white. So picking wise, there was more white girls than black girls, therefore guys are going to be more attracted to white girls than they are to black girls. So in secondary school, for me, I saw beauty in the Caucasian people. Girls with long hair, blue eyes, eyebrows are just thick. I saw beauty in that, and what didn't help was the opinions of the people that I surrounded myself with, and the opinions of the school as a ratio. Was this conversation that was ongoing and was very apparent in saying, I don't really like black girls are too loud, I don't like black girl lips, I'm not attracted to black girls, I'm attracted to different type of girls. Like, this is what guys would say. I would listen to that. So in my mind, I'm black, I have big lips, my hair, I mean, right now it's not the best, but my hair's not straight, it's afro, so that's awkward. This thing of black girls are angry, I mean, to me, with this feminist movement, I feel like every girl is angry. Why just the black girl is angry? And automatically it puts a negative opinion, it puts a negative effect on who you are. So that's when it started. I was like, oh my days, black girls aren't attractive, I don't like being black, I'm not getting attention from guys, I'm not considered to be pretty, I'm not considered to be beautiful. And listen, it's so funny because you don't want to accept it, and you use these type of words of like, black girls are exotic, or black girls are 1 in a million. Like, there's so many slogans that I used to say to myself just to make myself feel like, oh yeah, like just because you think black girls aren't pretty don't mean that I don't have to be pretty. Black girls are exotic. I used to say that just to make myself feel better, but unfortunately to me opinions matter, and opinions caused a domino effect on who I thought I was and how pretty I thought I was. And I considered myself to be not pretty, not beautiful. I ain't buff, I ain't it, I'm gonna die alone. And just want to say quickly, what I kind of have learned is it's not racism, it's mindset. I've learned that because these are black boys that are saying it as well. Let's be real, it's not just white boys that are saying they don't like black girls. It is black boys as well are saying I don't like black girls and I find them attractive. That was the color of boys that were saying that to me. So it's not racism, it's mindset. And unfortunately the mindset is a domino effect on what the world says, especially in Eastern countries. Black girls aren't shown on the YouTube or the adverts, all of these J'adore, Dior, perfume, they're not shown. Like, really think about it, in my time they weren't really shown. You always just had the Caucasian girl with long flowy hair running, blue eyes, the guy running towards her. Eastern have shown that beauty and black girls don't add up, that beauty equals Caucasian girls. That's where beauty intertwines with. But when you put a black girl, there's no beauty there, which is what adverts have shown us, movies have shown us, TV shows have shown us. So this was what was feeding me. I was feeding off the opinions of the Eastern world. I was feeding off what I was watching on TV, the opinions of guys that was in school, music videos. Like, I was feeding off a lot, and unfortunately what I was eating was black girls aren't beautiful, black girls aren't attractive. And that's not a really good thing to eat if you're black yourself. I wouldn't advise you to do that because it's gonna make you like not like yourself. By seeing like the beauty only in the white girls, it's no fault of the Caucasian girls, like they don't make you feel bad. One thing affected me was social media. Instagram does not do a person that has insecurities justice. A quick advice, just if you're insecure, don't make an Instagram account, please. All these influencers that you're seeing, all these girls that are being sponsored, they're white. How can I aspire as a child wanting to be like that? There's no black girl that I could look up to. Right now you got brown skin girl, got Beyonce telling this and that, Lupita. You've got a lot of people who are like, yeah, black. Yeah. In 2010, 10 years ago, we weren't it, and it caused an effect on me. So the solution, the door that has opened up and said, Lisa, I know you thought this through secondary, college, university. This is a door that you can take, and it can kind of show a light. You can take it or leave it. So this is what happened to me. Your girl got saved. Ooh. And what does saved mean? Your girl believed in Jesus Christ and accepted him into her life. Now, how does getting saved create a solution? Well, once you start to learn about God, once you start to experience and have a relationship with God, color does not matter, right? My aim is to get saved and go to heaven. It don't matter if I'm black, it don't matter if I've got long hair, it don't matter if I have blue or green eyes, it don't matter if 10 men are onto me, it don't matter if the world is saying that I'm pretty, it just matters that I'm saved. So my mindset changed from secondary school to primary school to college to university. My mindset was, I just want to be pretty. I just want to consider myself as a good looking girl that can have a boyfriend and him think that I'm this. That was my mindset. Salvation switched my mindset to, I need to get to heaven. In that, what became apparent to me is that this God that ultimately loves me and did so much for me to the point where he died for me, he died for this black girl. he didn't care if I was black. He didn't care if I was statistic-wise lower in the Eastern world. He didn't care if other people were like, I'd rather go for the other side. He didn't care. He still came for me. And to me, that was like, bruh, like, okay. I started to surround myself with people who are saved, who are attracted or are interested in you, not because you're black, not because you're white, but because you're saved. Conversation stems from salvation. Conversation stems from Jesus. Conversation stems from God. Conversation doesn't stem from you're pretty, or oh, I like your body, or oh, I like your hair, I think you're attractive and I want to date you. A completely different conversation. Take skin color out of the equation, okay? I used to joke around and say I will marry a white man because I'm exotic to him, and the food that I'll cook he'll consider to be amazing. Rather, if I marry a black man, I'm just gonna be av to the right. Really not a good thing to say. Basing my quality on my color, not my life in God. Just preach to myself. My mindset changed. Now I wanted to be a woman of God. I wanted to serve Christ. I wanted to live for Christ. And then being black was just an add-on. Like, okay, and I'm black as well. My identity was defined in God, not defined in my color. Identity was defined in Christ. And being black was just an add-on. And I'm melanin as well, so take me or leave me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate being saved, because though it is still a struggle for me, right? It is still a battle. Trying to fight that beauty is defined by skin color, which isn't. It isn't. Beauty is defined by, to me, your life in Christ. For the girl that's not saved, don't believe in God, it's hard. Opinions to a lot of people do matter. Unfortunately, someone can say, oh, I don't really care what people say about me, but really and truly, I think a lot of people do. You have to find your identity in something else and not the color of your skin. You're not the only one. I do believe a lot of girls do struggle. Insecurities in itself, but like especially just being a melanin girl, there is that kind of itch or that kind of dagger that adds on to your insecurities. So you're not the only girl. You are beautiful, okay? Because God says you're beautiful. Jesus died for you. He loved you that much. What I've learned was, don't rely on opinions of man, and in man saying not just men but women and movies and so many things. Don't base your opinion on this world, because this world changes. It's always evolving, and you're gonna learn that you can't keep up. However, God is the same. That was my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope just being honest sometimes can kind of bring up a conversation. Like I said, this wasn't a rant about racism. This was just stating my battles and how I've kind of learned to adjust to it. I'm still struggling with that, finding beauty in Christ and not what the world says. That is still something that I have to fight in. And black guys and guys, I beg you, just be quiet. Say your opinions out loud. Majoritize, because a black girl will take that on and think it's her. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, share, comments. It was a good video. I liked it, and I'll hopefully see you next week with another video. Let's go.